And welcome to Upon Further Review. I'm Josh Aubrey. Plenty to get to in this week's show. We've got the Georgia Southern baseball team taking on Appalachian State for a three-game series this past weekend. They were able to win 2 out of 3. We'll have some highlights of that coming for you as the Eagles were able to improve to 500 in Sun Belt play. We'll also send you out for some high school baseball action. This past week, Southeast Bulloch remaining undefeated in region play as they were able to sweep Windsor Forest, and the Portal Panthers struggles continue as they lost to McIntosh County Academy this past week. Also, the Georgia Southern football team continues spring practice on the banks of beautiful Eagle Creek this past weekend. We'll send you out to hear from Coach and some of the players. All that and more coming up on Upon Further Review.
The Medical Center Pharmacy on Grenade Street is proud to be your Health Mart pharmacy in Statesboro. The Medical Center Pharmacy, locally owned and serving this community for 50 years, is open 364 days a year. The pharmacists at Medical Center know there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. That's why they take the time to know their customers, explain their medications, and answer any questions. The Medical Center Pharmacy, your Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Well, the Georgia Southern baseball team looking to rebound from losing 2 out of 3 in their Sun Belt Conference opener on the road at Troy. This past weekend, they were hosting their rivals from up in Boone, Appalachian State Mountaineers. They were able to win 2 out of 3. Let's send you out for some of the highlights. The Georgia Southern Eagles in the first of a 3-game series at J.I. Clemens hosting App State. On the mound, senior Tyler Owen in command here with the strikeout. The Eagles able to start the scoring in the second. Noah Ledford on third and Jarrett Brown the drive deep to center. This one deep enough to bring home Ledford for a 1-0 lead. Owens continuing his dominance with 6 strikeouts in 6 innings, only 1 unearned run. The Eagles trying to give him some run support. Again, it's Brown, the opposite field double off the wall. Christian Avant will slide in home for a 2-0 Eagle lead. Owens in a bases-loaded jam, and he gets the inning-ending strikeout. A little small ball here in the 6th. Matt Anderson, the bunt single. Avant hustles home for a 3-1 lead. The Mountaineers trying to cut into that lead. Robbie Young, the single to right. Peyton Idle's going to test the arm of Christian Avant and pays the price as Matt Anderson applies the tag. Nick Jones closes things out, striking out the side for his 6th save of the year. Eagles win 3-1. To Saturday we go, and another dog day afternoon at J.I. Clements. The Eagles trying to start a rally early on. Mason McWhorter with the double. He'd move over to third. Then it's Noah Ledford batting right-handed, and he takes this one up and away to left center. His 9th home run of the year. Good for 7th nationally, and just like that, the Eagles up 2-0. On the mound, freshman fireballer Chase Dollander. He was in control. Dollander striking out the side in the first, and then getting 2 more strikeouts in the second inning, 2 more in the third, and 2 more in the 5th. And then to cap things off, Dollander would get all 3 outs in the 6th via strikeout to finish with 13 in 6 innings and no runs. Dollander continuing to get it done. Still 3-0 in the 6th. A runner on third, and J.P. Tighe with the fly ball to right. This one will plate Ledford to make it 4-0. Bullpen issues for the Mountaineers results in Jason Swan walking with the bases loaded to make it 5-0. A wild pitch then with 2 on in the 7th plates Avant to make it 6-2 at this point. Tighe later with the RBI single, and the Eagles go on to win 10-2. So to Sunday we go. Georgia Southern looking for the sweep, but having trouble hitting the mark on Sunday. A good game for Jason Swan here. The leadoff double. He'd stand up with that one, but a pair of strikeouts would follow. And then a chopper to first by Noah Ledford would end the inning. The Eagles with some solid defense all weekend. Here it's Austin Thompson. The nice play at short. Later, the shallow fly ball into right, and Jason Swan able to haul it in. Similar fly ball a little bit later, and Stephen Curry makes the catch, but Andrew Terrell able to tag and score from third for a 1-0 Mountaineer lead. Later, 2 on, and the slow chopper to short. Thompson makes the play, but the runner from third scores, and it's 2-0. Swan again trying to make something happen at the plate. His second double of the game. He later advanced to third and then come in to score on the sac fly to center by Thompson to cut the lead to 3-1. That would be all the runs that would score as Georgia Southern's Nick Jones puts things on lockdown. Jones would strike out every batter he faced over 2 2/3 inning, all 8 going down by strikeout. The problem is he get no offensive help, and the Eagles unable to pull off the sweep as they fall 3-1. So the Eagles have some pretty nice pitching performances there from Dollinger and also from Nick Jones this past weekend, and some good bats got going there on Saturday. Up next for them, they'll host the College of Charleston for a midweek game on Tuesday, and then hit the road for Atlanta this weekend to take on Georgia State for a 3-game series. Stay with us. Football action coming up next.
My Queensboro banker is Cheryl Quick.
Blanchard Equipment Company has 16 locations.
Queensboro has homegrown values just like us.
They get heavily involved in every community.
And that means strong customer service.
They've been around a long time, just like John Deere.
When you run across the bank like that, you stick with them.
I sure would like to own one of these John Deeres.
Well, we can sure make that happen.
Oh, well.
Queensboro is your community bank. Queensboro National Bank and Trust.
The Georgia Southern University store with 2 locations to serve you on the Georgia Southern campus in Statesboro and in Savannah. They have plenty of Eagle merchandise to keep you warm in the cooler weather. So don't forget to visit the University store in Statesboro and Savannah, or shop online at gsustore.com.
No credit refused isn't just an offer, it's a way of business and has been for over 100 years. No banks, no ridiculous credit requirements, just local Badcock store owners who treat you right and give you credit when others won't. It's never been easier to express your style and love your home.
Well, the Georgia Southern football team continued practice this past week at Eagle Creek. This week they moved to Paulson Stadium. We had a chance to talk to Coach and a couple of the players about how things were going as they enter the second week of practice.
I think we're trending the right way. Are we ready to play? Not even close. We still got to develop at some positions. We do have some experience coming back, and we had 9 seniors last year who decided to come on back and play another year. So we do have experience coming back, but there's some spots that we got to make sure that we're continuing to develop at. And also, too, you know, when you start talking about how last year was, we didn't get that off season. We didn't really get the normal preseason that you get before playing games. So a lot of technique, fundamentals, and stuff that we didn't get last year, man, we really got to concentrate on during this spring. So, but to be honest with you, these guys come to work every day, and I think they're doing a good job.
The quarterback position is the one most people are interested in. How's that going?
Going good. I think we got a really good competition going. You know, I don't foresee us naming a starter anytime soon. You know, if you were to tell me today you got to play somebody, it would be JT. But you know, I think it's important that we go earn this thing and not just be given to somebody. And JT's got experience in our offense. JT's done a really good job at spring practice. But, you know, the big piece to me is let's go out here and let's find the right starting quarterback for our team. And I could see that battle going all the way into training camp.
He wasn't out here a lot today. You saw a lot of James Graham. What did you think?
James did a good job stepping up into that first role today. JT had some obligations that he had to take care of. He was excused from practice, but James did a really good job in the first group. He's still processing the offense. You know, JT has a leg up there because he's got experience in it. He knows and understands what Coach Roos wants. James is still learning what we want, and then also learning what it means to be at Georgia Southern. You know, so he's doing a good job, but he's got to come along a lot more.
Again, the Eagles continue in practice at Paulson Stadium from now through the Blue-White game, which will be held on April 24th. Stay with us. High school baseball coming up next. Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, providing primary care for Statesboro area patients since 1998, providing complete physicals, complete sports physicals, Medicare wellness exams, full diabetes treatment, and education from lifestyle changes to oral medications to insulin pump therapy, in-house dermatology, in-house circulation tests, and ultrasounds, and in-house labs. Featuring nurse practitioner Melissa Beasley, Family Internal Medicine of Statesboro can accommodate same-day or next-day appointments to serve your needs. Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, where we care. Well, the Southeast Bulloch Yellow Jackets continue to roll through the region play. This past week they were taking on Windsor Forest. Let's send you out for some of those highlights. Southeast Bulloch hosting Windsor Forest in the first of two Thursday. In Brooklet, on the mound, Jacob Gay with his moments as it was feast or famine, either a walk, a hits batsman, or a strikeout. Gay able to help his own cause as he comes up to bat and drives the RBI single into the gap, and the Jackets would take a 1-0 lead. In the fourth inning, tied at 1, it's Nick Anderson with the double down the line and left as the Jackets take a 2-1 lead. Riley Emmerich adding to that with the RBI single to center for a 3-1 Southeast Bulloch lead. In the fifth, Connor Williams, the batter, the fly ball the other way is deep enough to bring in the runner from third for a 4-1 lead. Nothing going the Knights' way as Weston Jones will leg this one out. Another run scores, and the Jackets go on to take game one 11-1. We moved to the nightcap, and it was much more of the same. Jones, the batter, the deep drive to center. That's good enough to bring in the runner from third, and the Jackets up 2-0. On the mound, Gabe DiGiovanni was mowing down the Knight batters. He'd finished with 10 strikeouts in the game. Here the inning ender, and he'd get plenty of run support. Williams with the ground ball. The throw will get away. Another run scores, and it's 5-0. And then Gage Minnick with the grounder, a runner on third here, and the Jackets would take game two 13-3. And up next for the Yellow Jackets on Wednesday, they'll be hosting Aquinas for a 5 o'clock start in Brooklet. As for the Portal Panthers, their season hasn't gone quite as well. Been some ups and downs, even with a loss this past weekend, though, against Montgomery County Academy at home. Coach Travis Moats felt there were some positives, and he's hopeful that that will lead to maybe some possible wins coming up. Portal new football coach Jason McKeechin and his family introduced prior to the Panthers game with MCA. A scary moment here as the bat goes flying off the dugout. Luckily, nobody hurt. A little sigh of relief. The Panthers with their moments. Here getting the runner at third for out number 3 to keep the game scoreless. The Buccaneers start the scoring, though, here in the second on a fielder's choice. And it's 1-0. Pitcher Brady Mallard with his moments on the mound. Here, the strikeout. Mallard with 6 strikeouts in 6 innings of work. Up 4-0 in the 6th. McIntosh's Will Fillmore with the deep drive to right center. This one will bounce to the fence, and MCA opens up a 5-0 lead. Dalton McClellan later with the fielder's choice as another run scores to make it 6-0. Miles Wood trying to add to it with a fly ball to right, but Cody Jernigan makes a nice diving grab. MCA not done yet. Back-to-back triples in the 7th. Will play another, and they'd go on to take this one by a final count of 8-0. For now, that'll wrap things up. We thank you for joining us. Hope to see you again next week.